Welcome out to Herriman High School. It is Saturday, so what does that mean? That is rugby. I'm Troy Jensen.
Mark Davies.
And we're here to call a great matchup between the Brighton Bengals and your Herriman Mustangs. Kind of coming into this game last week, Mustangs had a great win over Riverton, 95-5.
Yeah, it was. It was a good showing, and as we mentioned at the end of the broadcast there, that they got a lot of their second stringers and third stringers on the field.
So lots of playing time for your younger underclass, which was absolutely great. We're going to get started here soon. Some players to watch out for tonight. You got McCray Parker. He is a center. He is a USA age grade standout and a state runner-up wrestler. He is incredibly difficult to bring down in an open field. So watch for his second effort after initial contact. Another guy, Felici Felipe. He had 3 tries last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was an absolute showing of Felici Felipe. Troy Ellemeyer, he's going to be at wing and center. Asher Coleman. And Timote Kini. Timote is a veteran of last year's national finalist squad. He provides that veteran grit in the scrums that Herriman needs to stabilize their set pieces. Man, this is going to be a good one. Brighton to look out for. You got Brighton's rise. This forward pack, Brighton's rise is built on a very disciplined, mobile forward pack. They are big. I was able to kind of catch up with some of them earlier before the game, and man, they are a big team. They don't just rely on size, though. They rely on fitness and winning the race on the ruck. Their defensive line speed. Brighton's got a blitz defense that's just unreal. It rattled East and Olympus earlier this year. And if they can get into Asher Coleman's face early, they can disrupt that Mustang offense, kind of that spreading it out. So it's going to be a great matchup for tonight. So we're going to go ahead and pause for commercial break, and we're going to get started here in about 5 minutes. Thank you for tuning in to Mustang News Network. So let's get a word from our sponsors.
I was just trying to find, how did they do look?
I show up. I am committed. I am confident.
Okay, so we're getting ready for kickoff. Our kickoffs are sponsored by our Apex Insurance, Thompson Family Chiropractic, Sparrow Hills Counseling, TKO Concrete, the Routered Edge Workshop, DAI, Utah Panorama Homes, Timdale Ford, Intermountain Tire Pros, Discount Tire, Oil Changers, and Nails. So our program sponsors are Shields of Sandy and Lesh Swab Tires of Herriman. Lesh Swab Tires, here for when you need to get it done. So looking for the kickoff now, we're going to kind of take a look in at that. Our camera shot is kind of doing that open side of the field.
Brighton kicking off to Herriman, started off.
Kind of high kick there. Brighton does recover, kind of push it down by number 13 for the Bengals. That's Jackson Levitt.
Well, penalty on Herriman. Brighton's ball.
Looks like penalty was on number 2, TJ. Brighton does opt to kick it way outside. This gives a chance for Brighton to readjust on the pitch.
So I have a line out here. It'll be Brighton's throw in. Should be a good one. They're down about a little inside the 22.
Mustangs do kind of come up and try to disrupt. Got a scrum down there, looks like. Brighton does come out. That was number 3 for Brighton.
They can swing this ball out. We'll see what they can do. Mustangs got a great defense. Just see that line.
That line just collapsed hard. Not allowing them. Oh, big hit coming in there for the Mustangs. Number 8, Kemper Castrol. Your 4 horsemen just come in there and just stop them. Kemper Castrol, he has not committed to any universities yet. He's getting looked at by University of Utah, BYU, Oregon. He is one of our studs within the Herriman High School football and rugby programs.
See, this defense is just pushing them back. They've gone back about 20 meters right now. It's great defense by the Mustangs. Brian's got to get this ball, move it around a little bit, maybe push it outside, get some speed on the outside. Let's see what they can do.
Mustangs have just kind of shut it down. Ball does come out loose. Tried to swing the ball out.
And there's a knock on right there. He's playing advantage.
Mustangs do kind of swing it out. Number 2 coming up, TJ Tahia. Mustangs do push it out. Kind of using that field advantage. Troy Ellemeyer with the breakaway now to number 0.
Number 11.
Number 11, that is Cole Reagan on the try. Cole Reagan on the try. Your score, Mustangs 5, Brighton 0. Cole Reagan just kind of, he got that pitch on that outside pitch, and man, he just found some open, and he found a lane.
Absolutely, and that's kind of where I was saying that Brighton just needed to move that ball outside. Similar, and so Herriman, when they get the ball, they came in outside. You know, it is a great game to run it up the middle there, but at the early stages of rugby, get it outside, let you guys run.
Yeah, get that speed. They've got those fresh legs. Just get them out there and go.
So great defense by the Mustangs to be able to turn that ball over, regain it, and really within a matter of a couple of plays and some passes, ball was in the try zone. Number 10, Asher Coleman for conversion right there. It's good.
Conversion's good by
Takes it up to 7-0, your Mustangs.
Absolute great try on that, man. That was just fun to watch. It just kind of exploded. So Brighton was trying to pound it on the middle. And kind of early, kind of that defense, Mustang defense, ball comes out, and Mustangs just early pitch, just quick out, and then up and in.
Absolutely, yeah, and you're trying to, you know, I give credit a little bit to them. They were trying to create some dominance. They moved the ball up a little bit, but yeah, you gotta change it up a little bit, change up your plays, change up your way of running. So, ball will come out. Another kickoff here, a little deeper this time.
Mustangs number 5, Noah Peterson picks it up. Mustangs switch it out, pull it back a little bit, try to gain that extra 2 yards there.
So nobody back there.
Drop kick, man. That pushes it. Mustangs pushing hard. Parker McRae just running as fast as he can down there.
Well, the ball's still in the end zone.
Parker McRae comes up. Kind of pushes him, man. That O-line drop coming in.
Yeah, that ball just kind of died there right at the end of the try zone.
I've never seen Parker McRae put on his gas. Yeah. He's got that red kind of helmet guard on, and he just blew past Brighton on that.
That was a great play and a great kick and a chase. And I think Brighton thought it was going to roll out of the try zone at the end there, and then just had to dive on it right at the last minute. Now they'll do a little drop kick out. It'll be Mustangs ball again. A great possession. See that whole field flipped right there. And you go to your try scorer. Whoa, nobody was on the outside, but that's okay.
Looked like just a little bit of out of position there by Kemper Castrol. He thought Kemper was on that outside, and Kemper was on the inside of that.
Would have been great if he would have been right there, but it's all good. Line out to the Brighton. So we'll see what they can do here with the ball. But again, Mustangs moving the ball and getting in there end of the field.
Number 2 for Brighton, kind of with that inbound hop.
Penalty on the Mustangs.
Early stop there. Number 4 for Brighton tries to push it up, trying to muscle it up again through the center. Now Brighton's trying to come on the outside. Mustangs are stopping it, though. Their field of coverage on their defense is just absolutely amazing. They are defending the pitch great today. Pass it to the big guys to the outside. Brighton now making a move. Does get about 15
Yeah, that was
on that.
Hagen. Nice thing. Ooh, a little sloppy right there. Ref's letting them play.
Ball does pop out. Number 9 backwards toss. Immediately stopped by Kemper Castrol. Kemper just took on 3 Brighton guys and all brought him down, man. He is unreal. Deep kick does go out of bounds.
Nice little kick. Nice little kick. We'll see what they can do if they get a little bit now moved. That was a good 40-yard kick there. So change of field possession right there.
We're sitting at the 27-28 mark right now in the half.
We'll see. Brighton looked a little confused on the last line out there. They weren't getting the ball, and here they go.
Mustangs do recover that inbound. Tries to pass to the outside there, kind of muscling it out. Does get pushed out of bounds again. Number 3, Sam Toa, just kind of got pushed out there. Bengals just surrounded him and just pushed him right back out of bounds.
Yeah, that was good. We'll see what they can do. Here, it's Bengals throw again. It's kind of still a little sloppy line. I'm waiting to see a really nice line out here. Bengals ball. Let's see if they can set up. See the lines out there. Let's see if we can get this ball out.
They just need to pitch it back and then kind of open it up. They're trying to stay too close. The Mustangs are just surrounding it. Absolute beautiful day today, Mark. Easy 70 degrees this morning.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, compared to last week, I think we got about a 20-degree change in temperature, but even last week was beautiful too. Nice little clearance kick there by the Mustangs. Brings out, should be about midfield right here.
Yeah, comparing it, it feels like Southern California weather out here in Utah today.
It is. Both of us, we're wearing shorts. It's beautiful weather. Yeah, the weather gods are loving us right now.
Snow-capped mountains, 70 degrees in the valley. Man, this is some Utah Saturday rugby. It feels great today.
It is. It's wonderful. All right, here about midfield. This is great. We'll see. Again, Brighton with the throw, but they're not seeming to connecting with their players out of this lineout. So
our audio and video today, running our stats for today is Graham Kramer's. Our video and our production team is Talmadge Davies.
Get this ball out of here a little bit. There we go. Let's swing it out. A little overpass there. Nice. Oh, he's got some speed there on the wing.
Does try to find a lane on the outside. He does do a pitch back. Mustangs do recover. Mark Parker McCray now picking it up, and he is out of bounds.
That's out of bounds. So that was a nice little move, though, to get that ball outside for the Brighton. But again, your defense on this Mustangs team is just unstoppable. That was a great thing. Turned the ball over, received it back. Now again, we're gonna have a line out here on the other side of the field, and
so looks like they're gonna play the knock on this one.
Okay, scrum it down. I like it. This is the first scrum of the match, I think, isn't it, Troy?
Yeah, this first scrum right now of the match.
Let's hope the Mustangs can create that dominance, use that big forward pack, and we'll see who has the stronger pack here.
Brighton is big. Their size is just unreal how big those boys are.
Guys, I was looking at your flanker on the outside, number 7. It's just a beast of a man. I want to see him get the ball and see what he can do, but you got to get that chance. Ball out.
Good scrum on that. Looks Brighton does recover. Parker McCray kind of coming in there, just doing what he does best. Brighton has the ball, kind of pushing back. Parker McCray just kind of came in there and used his size and just kind of pushed over guys there.
Yeah, kind of a tackle without the ball there. And the ref, I think that's what he called.
Drop kick coming up.
Not going to make it out, though.
Number 15, Troy Ellemeyer now pushing it up. Does get brought down. Ball. Mustangs do recover on that. Pass back number 11 there, Cole Reagan. He's one we talked about earlier in the game matchup. Mustangs just got the size there. Just absolutely just kind of Jaden Mangelson just kind of came up and got that. That was a giant vertical.
Yeah, it's good little pass out there. We got either side of the field there. They're just set right up. Here we can pass that ball out. One more pass there.
Number 1, Rhett Parker now with driving down, does do the pass and finally brought down. That is about the 19 yards they got on that. Mustangs are spreading it out. Big, deep passes, wide passes. Trying to get the number 15 now. Troy Ellemeyer going in for the try. Troy Ellemeyer on the try.
That was wonderful. You know, he looked outside there, Troy. He was going to pass that to his winger, and he saw the gap just open, wide open, and just dived right under, put the ball down right underneath the post. Wonderful try.
Absolute great try by Troy Ellemeyer on that. Just, Mustangs kind of spreading the pitch out, not trying to be condensed. If the ball gets condensed, they're immediately passing back.
Yeah, space that ball out, space the field. You've got a whole field to work with it, and they're definitely doing that. Great to see. You've got Asher Coleman doing the conversion again, kind of a little bit inside, same side of the field as where his last conversion kick came. Score right now 12-0, hoping to make it 14.
22 minutes left in the half.
And 14-0, your Mustangs.
We will pause for a quick commercial break, 1 minute commercial break, while we set up for the next part of this.
Shoe, an insole, or maybe you just want to get your feet scanned, the Atrax Albert 2 scanner is the place to start. This is Shane. We're going to run them through the scanning process. Go ahead and step up on the scanner for me and face to the screen. Go ahead and roll your pant legs up past your ankles. Just stand as normal as possible. So yep, this is the 3D scan of your feet. And you can spin it around right here. You have slightly lower arches than normal, not huge, not awful. All this red is the main spots where it's hitting your feet. With the pressure on your foot right in here, it's going to offer you the 2320. That's for flat, low arches. And you're a size 11 and a half, so the size 12 should do you. You might have to trim it up a little bit, but not too much at all. Okay. I think a stability shoe would work really, really well for you too. It's going to give you a little bit of arch that where your foot doesn't have it. A lot of times in the neutral shoe, what happens is when you walk, it feels a little unstable. So this is going to offer you a little more support. The Arahi 7 would be a perfect example for you. Try the Atrax at Shields today, and we'll get you set with the shoes you need.
And we are back. So Brian had the kickoff, and the Mustangs did kind of recover on that. Now, so they're about the 35 now. They're on the scrum now on the 35-yard line.
Brighton feed. So I see what they can do if they get the ball. But again, the last scrum was kind of about even. Like you said, Troy, that the Brighton's pack is pretty big.
Sizes are about even up on both Brighton and Herriman. Ooh, big hit coming in there, Parker McCray.
But he's not going down, that Brighton player. There he goes, down the ground.
That was a big hit by Parker, and it just kind of comes up to about 30. No, they're going to call it at 40.
Yeah, chip. Now he'll come back to the play, call it about the
46.
Yeah. It's kicked out on the full. Yeah. So now it's Herriman's ball. Right. It'll be a line out for Herriman.
Your score right now, 14-0. Just under 20 minutes left in the first half. Mustangs coming out with the pitch. Speed coming up, number 11 there, Cole Reagan.
You know, that was really nice. It was right in front of us, that line out, and it was fun to watch the Mustangs. I'll stop and I'll talk about this in a second. Had a nice little kick over the top there. Nice chase by the Mustangs. Let's see if they can stop the ball here. Brighton's got to get this out of here. It's not going to go out. Stay in bounds. No, it's not going to be another line out to Brighton to the Mustangs. But what I was just saying earlier, Troy, is that Herriman was really poised on that line of decision. They went through they went 3 rows. They went their first option, no, their second option, no, and then they went to their third option. And that was just calm, nice, easy. And it shows the coaching level that they are receiving.
Your head coach for the Mustangs, Jeff Wilson, he's been around for a long time, a product of Highland Rugby, man. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, and he's definitely a name here in Utah, you know. Wonderful BYU project too there, Troy. All right, it's through.
Number 12, Parker McRae in on the try and gets it. Parker McRae kind of coming in.
Yeah. Nice try, right under the post. That was a nice little move there. Kind of cut inside a little bit there. He could have gone out. He had a man on the outside as well, but he kept the ball with him and found an opening and got in and scored.
I will tell you, Mark, you kind of, tapped me there about the whole BYU thing. I am a BYU fan when it comes to rugby and basketball. I will be a BYU fan, but when it's football season, I am sporting red every time, man.
No, you're all good. I'm burying myself a little bit after the basketball this week. It was kind of an embarrassing week. Well, we'll see. So yeah, I did not wear BYU blue to work yesterday. Put it that way. We'll see. That will cover.
I will tell you, I did have a bet early on in the season, the BYU Utah football game, and I ended up having to shave my beard, which that I did not like.
Well, we may want to see what's going on for this year. Reinvest that again. Another conversion there by Asher Coleman.
So I shaved the beard. I look like I'm 12, so that's why I got the long beard.
I love it. Takes your score up to should be 21-0 right now.
21-0, 17 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, we'll see again what we can do here.
Good kick, man. Just kind of boots it there.
Out on the full, though, so bring it back to halfway.
Looks like we're going to bring it back on a scrum.
Yeah, scrum at halfway. That's kind of an advantage. It'll be Herriman ball. Herriman put into the scrum there. You know, that kickoff, I think the wind, I don't know, the wind is kind of blowing towards us. He was kicking it away from the wind, so it kind of carried that ball out of field a little bit there. So we got a scrum right here on midfield. See what can happen. Herriman set up on both sides so they can run it both ways. We'll see what they can do. Ball out. Going here to the right of the field. Out to your winger on the right there.
Looks like Max Wilson with the kind of push on that. Number 14, son of Jeff.
Great little run there. Look at all these numbers here on the side.
He's got the room. They're just spreading it out a little bit. Fakes a hat pass, looking in for the try. Did he get the try?
He did.
He got the try. That is, I'm trying to get a number. I believe number 12. Nope, that was not number 12.
You turn a little bit.
Oh, I'm trying to get it. Thinking that's number 13. IKEA now. Ikiala now.
He hasn't turned, so I still don't have a number, but I'm sure you've got that down. That was a great try, though. Like he had that winger on the outside, and he was able to pass it out, but he noticed the opening, took it, and ran in and was able to score.
Your score right now, 26-0. Mustangs on top. Absolute, just great push right there. 14, just under 15 minutes left in the first half.
Again, Coleman kicking here for the conversion. You know, he's coming out a little bit further out here to the left of the field, but has not seen any problems in his kicking ability today.
Asher Coleman with the kick right now. Kick is up, and the wind carries it to the left a little bit, so it is no good. That wind is starting to come in and blow a little bit.
Yeah.
So anything high is just going to get carried.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's as I was mentioning before on the kickoff. Let's kick the other side of the field, keep it in. That ball will swing the right way. Well, we're still playing here. We'll see what happens here now. Brighton's going to kick off the ball. Again, just a great day for rugby. Trey, I was messing with you about BYU, but I'm sure you have BYU on your bracket.
Yes, yeah. So I like I said, I'm a BYU fan when it comes to basketball and rugby, but I have a hard time with football.
It's all good.
And that's hard because a lot of Herriman alumni play BYU football, so it's hard.
Yeah.
You got Ephraim Asiata there now, and just some names. Blake Freeland, he played at BYU. He was a Herriman guy.
There's a few of them. I was actually down there yesterday and tried to sneak in and watch some of the pro day, but did not see it. Oh, what a wonderful kick!
Great kick there.
That was about a meter short of the. Well, I don't know what the sideline judge is calling. He needs to move it up a little bit, but that ball went right up. Perfect kick, perfect line. So it's a 5-meter throw in the line out. Let's see what they can do. This should be like a set play out of the line out here for Herriman. I'm gonna just call something and we'll see. But I would say that if it was me, I would take a maul here and I would pass that ball in the middle and just maul that through and hopefully score a try. Let's see. That's what I would do if I was playing.
Spread it out a little bit.
No. Keep it together.
Keep it tight.
Yeah, watch. But we'll see. Yep.
And that's exactly what they.
No, he went down. Okay, no worries. So mauling Troy, like he was gonna, like the idea there. Well, let's just see in a second. They're just running some big guys right up the middle there. Real close. That ref's right there. Oh, turnover.
Double movement was called on that.
Yeah. So anyway, what I was saying is the maul is out of that line out, throw it into your lock. You're right there. Your second rower. Grab the ball, stands up, and then these players are moving him into the try zone. And that's kind of the play I would have done. It's okay, but just keep that ball's got to stay up. As soon as he goes down the ground, it's a turnover. They got to roll that in. But if he's staying up, and as long as he's moving in, you could move that whole pack and drive in. Similar to like what do the Philadelphia Eagles do? The tush push.
Yeah,
same kind of
concept.
Yeah. So fun. All right, here's Brighton though throwing in. Well, that's a long, deep throw.
Parker McCray coming in there. Now going back into position.
We'll spread it out. Get one more pass. Oh, nice.
Looks like the try. Almost no.
What a wonderful
Not
pass.
successful. Great try, though.
And they're holding them up here a little bit and a little set play. They got numbers if they spread it out because there's only two guys from Brighton on the left-hand side of the field. So we're doing good. Score try.
Try is in.
Nice. I don't know who scored that. There's a lot of guys over there.
There's a lot of people in that pack right there.
Trying to see who was really excited the most in the boys. I'm thinking it's the blonde-haired guy. I think it's number 1.
Number 1. So that was Rhett Parker in on that.
He was pretty excited coming up out of that fall. Again, just using the power and the strength that they have. Again, a disciplined game, and really pushing that ball inside, which is great. Again, now Coleman's on the other side of the field now, so he has the wind behind him. So he's got to take that into consideration as he's making this conversion kick. We'll see what he can do.
Oh, sitting about 9:30 left in the half. Mustangs are up 31-0, trying to make it 34. And it is up and in.
What a great kick.
33-0. Correction, I said 34 earlier. I'm trying to make it 33.
Yeah. Now only 2 points for the conversion, 5 points for the try. So 7 points for if they can do both every time they score. We haven't seen a lot of Brighton ball here as of late. That ball did not go 10. I wonder if the ref's going to do anything about that.
No, looks like I'm not.
Well, he's okay because Herriman did pick the ball up, so it's okay. Brighton didn't get the ball, so it's still legal. It can go shorter than that, Troy, just as long as Brighton didn't touch the ball, which they didn't. But somehow there's a turnover there. Not sure what happened. Okay, so now this will be a Brighton throw in the line out. See what they can do here in the last.
I was trying to listen in, and I'm like, I can't hear what the ref is saying, and then I realized my mic had fallen from the ref mic.
No worries.
Yeah. I'd have been able to explain a little bit what was going on the deep side of the field there.
Yeah, Troy's kind of excited. He's actually mic'd in today with the ref, so he can hear everything the ref is saying, everything the center ref is saying. So we actually can make the calls proper instead of me trying to guess what
it is.
Yeah.
Mustangs do kind of pushing it down fast. Now they've got the numbers, trying to find it. Pass it to number 15, Troy Ellemeyer. Ellemeyer is open, trying to find a spot. Oh, and does pop it out. And it looks like it did hit the ground. So ref official's going to stop it there.
Yeah, forward pass or knock on is what he's called there. That was close. Could have got that ball out a little bit sooner there by your
Troy Ellemeyer.
Or by now.
Yeah.
If he would just pass that, he was paying attention to what was doing. Just a little earlier pass may have had his winger and his other center was staying right by his side there. They're kind of a little confused what was going on. But nonetheless, a great field change in momentum. You're down now on the 16-yard line. See what the push comes here from here. If they can push this, they can turn this ball over here. See what's going on.
Good scrum on that.
Yeah, but they pushed in, but it looked like Brighton fell, but I don't know what he's saying.
Number 1. Looked like it was number 1. Kind of fell forward on that a little bit.
Oh, that ball didn't go out. Ooh, and a knock on.
He drops.
Yeah, he dropped the ball. The ball didn't go out. I thought it would have with the wind, as we mentioned earlier. But now you're gonna have a line out here, just right about center field. Actually, scrum. My bad. It'll be a Brighton feed. So again, a great opportunity for us to see right here and see the push from both the boys, both sides of the field.
So the official saying that on that last scrum, he was driving flat instead of doing it on an angle, and that's kind of why he called the penalty on that.
Okay, perfect. That was, like you said, directed to number 1. So one of the big props there. That's Rhett Parker, the try scorer that scored earlier. Ball's in, ball's out.
Ball is out. Ball hits the ground. Mustangs do recover number 13 now.
Oh, Brighton picked the ball up, though. He was standing right straight over. That's a legal move. So he was standing up. He was able to pick that ball up, and then there must have been a penalty for
12 was the tackle on that. The officials wanting to see more of a release on that.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we're going to slow it down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Again, Troy, when he hits the ground, when the player hits the ground, he does have to release the ball. He's got to take his hand off that ball and let it be free. Now, he can hold it or shield it with his body, which he's doing, but he's got to actually take his hands off the ball, and that's what he's calling there. Oh, another knock on, but Brighton had a little kick through.
Brighton
one more time.
Push through. Number 15, Troy Ellemeyer picks it up, kind of just trying to find a lane, driving forward. Troy Ellemeyer now just using his wheels and grinding through. Does a pass to number 12, McCray Parker in for the try. Assist on the big play on that was Ellemeyer.
That was a nice play.
Wow. 2 fast guys, just they got the ball and they just burned the pitch on that, man. They were going.
Exactly. Yeah. I thought he was playing the advantage a little bit with that knock on at the beginning, but then because he played enough advantage, with Brighton kicking the ball through, trying to regain the coverage. Herriman just picked that ball right up there, probably back on the 20-yard line, and made an 80-yard run down the field. Great play.
Great job by Ellemeyer and McCray Parker just to be there, man. That was a good connection. Your score, yeah, 4 minutes left in the half, 38-0, Mustangs on top.
Yeah, I coming in this morning, I was thinking, man, I think this game will be a little bit more competitive than last week's game, and I was mistaken. Herriman's definitely showing their dominance, showing their patience, and showing their skill in this game.
So keys to success, if Brighton wants to kind of get back into it, man, they got to weather the storm. Herriman often scores, in those bunches. Brighton has to stay mentally tough. If even if they give up an early try, they've got to stay mentally tough if they're going to want to compete with this Herriman Mustangs. Because the Mustangs are really they're executing their game plan. Last week the Mustangs struggled at times with fielding restarts, and clean catches. So, the clean catches today will prevent Brighton from building momentums, and they're doing exactly that. Mustangs are looking good today. So good deep kick on that.
Just went out of bounds. Nice kick. The 20-yard line, like the 22.
Yeah.
Another amazing kick by Asher Coleman. Right now, Herriman.
See what they can do here in this line out. Be nice. Boys are spread way out over the field, so toss this ball out.
Good push forward. Officials wanting Brighton to get lower on that tackle. That was kind of a high tackle on that. Two minutes left in the half.
Have a higher tackle. I think he was calling penalty on the Mustangs. Brighton's ball. There's a kick. See if they can kick it out of bounds and get it out. Well deep. That's good. Good kick.
Goes into the stands. Somebody's got a lucky,
Yeah, not quite as lucky. We I mentioned last week, we were down in Las Vegas for the Rugby League that weekend, and any ball that went into the stands was you able to take home as a souvenir. Just kind of a way to grow the game, and not so here in high school rugby. We want to keep our funds.
Yeah.
And not give every ball out to the fans.
Mustangs went a little bit early on that, so Brighton was going to take it.
Tap and go.
Gives it to the big guy, number 7, who's trying to just drive in the pile, finding some room. Man, he gets up about 15 on that. Bengals now trying to spread out the field a little bit. Does a little drop kick.
A little grubber kick.
Little grubber kick. Thank you.
No, you're good. You're down under a minute.
42 seconds left in the half. Brighton putting on the pressure, trying to score before going into half.
Oh, kind of lost that ball a little bit in the sun.
Great Parker down there trying to stop him a little bit. Pull that ball. Brighton now making a move. 25 seconds left.
That was a big run by the Brighton forward there.
Fakes a kick, but does dive forward for about 5 yards. 15. Ball comes out. Big drop. Going to make it 9 seconds, 8. Doesn't look like Brighton's going to put the pressure on. 2 seconds left, 1 second, and that is your half. So that is your half.
Sorry, he'll keep playing.
He'll keep playing?
Yeah, because there was still a couple seconds left on the clock. Should have actually
2 seconds left.
Yeah.
3 seconds left.
So because of that, the game doesn't end. It doesn't end at the whistle. It ends once the ball is out after the whistle. So they'll have one more play here. There'll be a scrum. Herriman could have let it just roll out, and then that would have been the end of the game. But we're okay. We're gonna scrum here. See what they do. This is a Brighton feed. This is a chance for him. But any stop and play from here on out, the game will, the half will be over.
Ball does roll out. Brighton pick it up. It does roll out again. Mustangs do recover. Play still going.
Yeah, you can kick it out and just be fair. There you go.
There we go.
Half over.
Mustangs will go into the half. Score is 40-0. Mustangs on top. Our sponsors for today's game are Apex Insurance, Thompson Family Chiropractic, Sparrows Hills Counseling, TKO Concrete, the Routed Edge Workshop, DAI Utah and Panorama Homes, Tim Dow Ford, Intermountain Tire Pros, Discount Tire of Riverton. Your sponsors for the network are Shields of Sandy and we will pause for a quick commercial break while we go into half.
Shoe, an insole, or maybe you just want to get your feet scanned, the Atrax Albert 2 scanner is the place to start. This is Shane. We're going to run them through the scanning process. Go ahead and step up on the scanner for me and face to the screen. Go ahead and roll your pant legs up past your ankles. Just stand as normal as possible. So yep, this is the 3D scan of your feet. And you can spin it around right here. You have slightly lower arches than normal, not huge, not awful. All this red is the main spots where it's hitting your feet. With the pressure on your foot right in here, it's gonna offer you the 2320. That's for flat, low arches. And you're a size 11.5, so the size 12 should do you. You might have to trim it up a little bit, but not too much at all. Okay. I think a stability shoe would work really, really well for you too. It's going to give you a little bit of arch that where your foot doesn't have it. A lot of times in a neutral shoe, what happens is when you walk, it feels a little unstable. So this is going to offer you a little more support. The Arahi 7 would be a perfect example for you. Try the Atrax at Shields today, and we'll get you set with the shoes you need.
I show up. I am committed. I am confident. I am consistent. I am creation. I connect. I am connected. I am light. I am present. I am talented. I am powerful. I am authentic. I am calm under pressure. I am unforgettable. I am a Mustang.
On the endless plains, a lone Mustang galloped with fierce determination, faced the challenges of the wild with unwavering grit, pushing against the wind and across the vast open land, joining the stride. Together they raced in unison, inspiring all who witnessed it. The Mustangs taught that through grit and unity, no obstacle is insurmountable, and together they embodied the spirit of freedom and relentless spirit. What does it mean to have grit? What does it mean to push yourself? To wake up and face those challenges of the day? To push yourself to limits that you never thought you could achieve? To be better every day, knowing someone else counts on you? Grit is helping others achieve their goals. It's fostering a community where we feel safe, take risks, and learn from failures. Grit is a strong sense of purpose, passion. Grit involves commitment. Despite the challenges we may face, it is a motivation that provides us the initial start and the drive to continue. It involves maintaining both passion and perseverance for long-term goals. It is not just working hard. It's about sustaining effort and interest over years. It is about believing in oneself and the abilities and intelligence that we can develop through dedication and hard work. It requires focus on long-term goals and the commitment to achieve them, even when faced with obstacles. It is the ability to bounce back from the setbacks and continue pushing forward. It is about staying committed. Grit leads to the success that is the result of relentless hard work, unwavering focus, and the unstoppable drive to turn your dreams into reality. Harness your grit to push beyond limits, persevere through every obstacle, and rise to new heights. Ride for the brand. With Mustang Grit, we turn challenges into triumphs.
I show up. I am committed. I am confident. I am consistent. I am creation. I connect. I am connected. I am light. I am present. I am talented. I am powerful. I am authentic. I am calm under pressure. I am unforgettable. I am a Mustang.
On the endless plains, a lone Mustang galloped with fierce determination, faced the challenges of the wild with unwavering grit, pushing against the wind and across the vast open land. Joining the stride, together they raced in unison, inspiring all who witnessed it. The Mustangs taught that through grit and unity, no obstacle is insurmountable, and together they embodied the spirit of freedom and relentless spirit. What does it mean to have grit? What does it mean to push yourself? To wake up and face those challenges of the day? To push yourself to limits that you never thought you could achieve? To be better every day, knowing someone else counts on you? Grit is helping others achieve their goals. It's fostering a community where we feel safe, take risks, and learn from failures. Grit is a strong sense of purpose, passion. Grit involves commitment. Despite the challenges we may face, it is a motivation that provides us the initial start and the drive to continue. It involves maintaining both passion and perseverance for long-term goals. It is not just working hard. It's about sustaining effort and interest over years. It is about believing in oneself and the abilities and intelligence that we can develop through dedication and hard work. It requires focus on long-term goals and the commitment to achieve them, even when faced with obstacles. It is the ability to bounce back from the setbacks and continue pushing forward. It is about staying committed. Grit leads to the success that is the result of relentless hard work, unwavering focus, and the unstoppable drive to turn your dreams into reality. Harness your grit to push beyond limits, persevere through every obstacle, and rise to new heights. Ride for the brand with Mustang.
Okay, we're about to start. Hello.
Mustang News Network. Follow.
All right, we're about to start again. Are you on, Tal?
Cannon Brighton came in there and just great push right off the start. We are now in our second half of this matchup. Mustangs 40, Brighton 0. Mustangs coming out just kind of pressure hard right off the bat.
There was a nice little play there. I'll come back to that in a second. Penalty on Herriman there. Right and kick out here. Give me another line out. So that was a great play. I can't remember the number, but he had the ball down there about the 5-meter yard line. He got tackled, was down the ball. Nobody was in front of him. He quick release, picked the ball back up, and we kept going. So as long as he on the ground, released the ball, gets back up on his feet, then picks the ball up, he's legal. And he perfectly legal play. Got an extra couple few meters there. It was wonderful. So here we go. Line out for Brighton. Let's hope that see what kind of conversation they had at halftime. Hopefully they can do something here. Nice line out. There you go. Ball out.
Brighton using that height and size there on the line out.
Passing it up about midfield here.
Red won the, what is that called, Mark, where they're kind of down like that and they're pressuring back and forth, trying to get some momentum? Is that just...
So that's just a ruck. So they're just a ruck. So again, the ball's in Brighton right there. Brighton had the ball. They had there. Again, he's releasing the ball on the field, but the boys over the top are either clearing that ruck. So as the players are trying to, Herriman was trying to go over the top, and Brighton was trying to push them back. So the ball was kind of there. No hands there. You've got to be on your feet. You can't be off your feet. You can't have your hands in the ruck unless you're on your feet and you can have a clear ball and grab it. So he was kind of going back and forth there. I don't know what the penalty was he called on, but we're good. Line it to Herriman. Ball
on the outside.
Yeah, if they can get this ball outside here, they've got numbers.
Off the ground, number 7 there, Kyler Holverson.
Yeah, well recovered there from a little messed up of a pass.
Backwards pass, trying to drive forward a little bit, gets about 3 yards, stays on his feet. Brighton trying to bring him down, and he is just moving the pack. Number 22, too high of a tackle there. Mustangs just kind of pressuring hard.
Yeah, using that speed and that body to be able to push that through. Here, we'll see what they can do here. That size that they have. So some set plays here that's going up to the big guys trying to run through.
Just trying to pound it up. The try goes in for the Mustangs. Looks like Cannon Brighton on the try on that. Absolutely comes in and just kind of pushes it up the pitch. Great job by Cannon Brighton using that size.
So it looks like he's fresh, got fresh legs. I don't think he was in the first half.
No, he didn't play too much of the first half.
So fresh legs, that's nice.
Haven't seen too much of Felici Felipe today or Mote Kini Kini. So Cannon Britton coming in off the bench. So looks like this Herriman rugby team, man, they're just deep with just athletes to where, you guys play half, we're going to come in, you play half kind of thing. And
Yeah, rotate it around, especially when you're up so big like this in the score. They're not. I guess in a football or about, listen, I mean, the score is pretty discrepancies. Herriman's really leading the way here, but they're not trying to do anything silly to just keep running up the score. I guess that's what I'm trying to get
Yeah.
to. But giving their other boys some chances, taking out some of their number one players, and giving the other boys a chance. Herriman, as you mentioned to me last week, has two full teams.
yeah,
And so you're looking at about 25-man roster, maybe even more. There's a ton of boys on the bench here, so probably two 30-man rosters. Herriman rugby is pretty deep in all facets of the game. And so, they've had a 7th grade game earlier today. And so just building that tradition, building the legacy of Herriman rugby up through the younger boys, up to these varsity games.
and they play on the same field. That's the great thing too.
Absolutely.
So a lot of your younger kids can still play on the varsity field and that. Lots of support from the Herriman City. Talking to Lauren Palmer, mayor of Herriman, about 2 months ago, he was saying he wants to build some more fields just for Herriman rugby, and to kind of build that program a little bit up as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Again, just building the game. The only downside, and I don't like it, just going up and playing rugby back in Australia. You're playing on a nice grass field.
Yeah.
Here, synthetic turf. It's okay, but
it's different.
It is different. Your feet, your grip. But again, like you said last week, these boys are multi-sport athletes, and really, so they're used to playing on this kind of field. But I used to love coming home on a Saturday. My knees were dirty. My jersey's dirty.
It was a badge of honor to have those grass stains.
Absolutely. You make your mom clean your jersey. It's all dirty. Yeah, these guys are. I mean, they're dirty from sweat, but there's still mud on their jersey. So
yeah,
that's one thing to miss out on.
Which is a little bit different because when we go out to nationals, they're all grass fields. So
Absolutely,
it's a little bit different style of play.
Yeah.
So
and then I think there's some fields here that are grass that they'll play on. I don't know where they play this year, but they'll play on some grass fields, which is good. But again, from a spectator view, this is it. You've got this wonderful stadium here, great crowd here today. Both fan bases. Herriman is probably a little bit more stronger than Brighton, but a great place to watch rugby in this venue.
Getting lined up for the scrum now. Brighton with the toss in. Ball does pop out. Tries to find a lane, gets stopped by that Mustang defense. Cannon Britton kind of came in there, popped him.
So he's not releasing the ball, and Herriman's got the ball. I don't know what the ref's doing. What's he playing it?
He's telling the Mustangs, if you want that ball, you need to take it out.
Okay, not just hold on to it.
Not
okay,
just hold on to it.
I was just a little confused on what he was doing. That was a forward pass.
Forward pass.
Well, I'm glad you got that little thing in your ear, Trey. You can hear that because I was a little confused. The Herriman guy was over the ball, standing up on his feet, perfectly legal, had his hands on the ball. Brighton was not releasing.
Yeah.
And that's where I was a little confused. But he was saying that he's actually got.
You got to try to go for it. You got to try to make that execution for it.
Okay.
So scrum coming up now, just on the 45-yard line on the H.
Herriman feed.
Ball does pop out. Toss to the outside. Now Mustangs making a run for it. Using those three, they've got the numbers, finding a lane, going in for the try, and in. That's number 10, Asher Coleman, on the try. Great job by that young man, Asher Coleman.
Try, Asher Coleman.
What a great try. And again, he looked outside. Those passes were just beautiful as they went down the line there. They knew that their man was there. They could trust that they're going to have a backup player on the left-hand side. They just threw that ball out, knew he was going to be there, didn't need the extra pass to the winger, was able to take it inside and score. Wonderful, wonderful set.
So we talked a little bit about last week about blue collarness of the Herriman community and how, when we go out to nationals, it's very, very different. Herriman rugby is very much about enculturation. There are a lot of different cultures that play in Herriman rugby. You have guys from, a lot of Pacific Islanders. You have a lot of Latinos. You have a lot of like different cultures that come within the Herriman rugby. It's not just, high income or low income. The social economic differences for going to nationals is so different. Like we when they went out and they played Xavier last year, most of these kids are rolling up in brand new Teslas and that. And our guys, that's not how Herriman rugby operates. It's very, Herriman, even though it's a bigger city, it's very small town feel when it comes to certain aspects. And rugby is one of those aspects.
Well, absolutely. It's such a vast community from the farms to the city life,
Yeah.
to a degree. And so, yeah, and these boys are come from humble circumstances, great, and just love the brotherhood. And you can see that they are a very disciplined team. It doesn't take money. You don't need a lot of money to play rugby. You need a
No.
ball and some grass.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. And I like that small town attitude with it. Pushing hard, got it finally getting tackled out there. That was just so good. Mustangs just driving hard. Mustangs now pulling back. Brighton.
It's playing the advantage of something.
Kick out of bounds.
Okay, we'll see what Brighton can do here. Now they're on their own 22.
Upright.
See if they can make some noise here. Get on the scoreboard would be wonderful to see.
24 minutes left in the half.
It's a big lineup. You got 7 boys on this lineup, 8 boys now on this lineup.
That is some big Brighton.
7 boys, so that's it. So they gotta match the number of each team. So whoever's throwing the ball in, Troy, has I'm gonna put 5 guys in the line. I'm gonna put 6 guys in the lineup. And so Herriman has that opportunity to match that. They can't ever put more. He's gonna play a knock on both ways there, probably.
Knock on coming up
on Brighton.
Going to go about 20 right there.
Yeah, so it should be a Herriman feed and a scrum here. Yeah, so that's a tactical thing. You've got to be nice. You've got to tell the other team how many boys are in your line out so they can match up evenly on that way. Looks like we've got a sub coming in, number 23.
For
For
Brighton.
Brighton coming in.
Big guy coming in now. So maybe change up the dynamics, try to kind of push it hard.
Yeah, it looks like he's going into the second row, though. He's taking off number 5, so he's taking in a second. No, he's moved up to prop. Okay, good. So he's on the right side prop there.
Number 5, Tavita coming in.
So we got numbers here. We'll see what they can do. Spread this ball out here and get into the try zone. Ball out. Nice little chip and kick, chip and run. See what they can do. Oh, touchdown. It's going to be a drop kick from the end zone. Nice play. Nice little chip there from Brighton. I like that. Chip through, trying to run it in. Just a little too deep, but it was good. Little drop kick here they're going to do.
Big kick coming in there. Back out to the 30.
Brighton ball. Running up, but Herriman pushed him back about 3 yards.
You know what I like to see, though, is there's no like one player that's kind of the defensive stance on this Mustang, kind of that front line defense. It's anybody's kind of coming in and stopping.
Then they have to, and that's what rugby is. There's no offensive team or defensive team or linemen or whatever per se. They're all need to know how to tackle well. They need to not be afraid to tackle, and need to know what to do to stop the opposing team running in. And so they do a great job. And they're not afraid. I've seen some of the younger or the little guys like the fly halves and stuff, the smaller boys, taking on the big props of Brighton, which is wonderful. You don't want to be scared. You want to tackle right. That's how you get injured, is when you go into a tackle scared. Nice little view of this line out.
Ball does come out. Mustangs do recover on that. Push it forward up about 5-10 on that. Pitch back. Fake the handoff. McCray Parker then kind of dives back, tries to hand the ball back. Drop kick comes in and brings it up to the Brighton 10, trying to get a little bit better filled. Orange will take the on that.
Yeah, went out about the 15-yard line. Nice little plan. He had a good eye, you know, chip and run. Chip the kick over. They just didn't get the right bounce. A few more subs going in now. Number 20's come in for your fullback. Number 15.
Troy Ellemeyer coming in. Cannon Britton. Officials trying to get everybody lined up inside the yellow there.
Little turnover. Herriman ball. Wonderful. Steal out of the line out there. Pass it out.
Just stretching the pitch a little bit. Juke and jiving, trying to go in for the try. Does not get it. About 1 yard from the try. And Mustangs go in for the try and get it. Getting a number on that. That was number 12. McCray Parker in on that try. Kind of stretched the Mustangs kind of stretched the pitch a little bit on that. Those quick backwards tosses, and then just kind of, you know, got stopped there about the 1 yard line, pitched it out again, and in for the try.
Yeah, they just got that nice little pass out there, and Brighton didn't cover that left-hand side of the field, or that east side of the field there, and so there was enough room for him to get around. He did not touch the ball down in the try zone there on the corner on the east side, so he was able to come in a little bit forward. I think he touched down about on the U or the S at the Mustangs there, so his conversion is a little bit easier than out there on the wing.
Lucky Sua was in on the pass on that. Looks like Boston Hales on the kick on this. Is that correct on that, Boston Hales? Yeah, that was Boston. Oh, it hits an in Boston on that. I believe that was Boston.
Yeah, 23.
23. Yep, Boston Hales on that.
So Fixture scored a 59-0, Troy.
59-0, less than 20 minutes left in the half. Mustangs really just dominating this matchup tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the moments that Brighton's getting the ball, there's not a lot of movement that they're doing. It's either turnover or quick possessions. Herriman's very disciplined.
And I don't think it's...
Although that was it's a high
That's
tackle.
a high tackle. Brighton may be a little frustrated coming in high on that tackle.
I mean, that wasn't necessarily a high tackle from an arm point of view, but it was a high tackle from a body point of view, I believe. He kind of jumped up as he went, but again, I didn't see the whole thing. But the ref's obviously seen something, so he's talking him down, telling him to bring your ball down, bring the tackles down, protect the boys. It's a safe game. The game's out of hand. It's 59-0. It's not going to be. Let's play a smart game. Let's play a clean game.
Yeah. Boston Hales now with the kick. Does sell out into the stands. Oh.
Hit somebody. You got to be paying attention here. You know, if you're in the stands and the ball's coming towards you, you got to pay attention there. Hopefully she's okay down there.
Yeah, that popped her pretty good. Hopefully she's okay. Right in the side of the face, but
She's doing good.
she's doing okay. She's doing okay.
Again, we just got you
got to pay attention.
You got to pay attention. You know, you see those things, a baseball coming flying at you, or
Yeah.
football,
Yeah.
or a soccer ball, or basketball. You see them coming at the fans, and a lot of times it's fun. You know, those bloopers. Someone's on their phone, they're not paying attention to the game at all, and they get smacked in the head. But I'm glad she's okay.
Yeah, that's a big, heavy ball hitting you.
Yeah, it's not a light ball. It's a leather ball coming right at you. So a nice scrum here, just a little bit on the 44-yard line. Brighton feed. Let's get a big push from the Brighton boys and see what they can do. They spread out really nicely. Oh, that scrum collapsed.
Looks like Mustangs do.
He'll re-scrum that again. He should. Yeah, scrum
Yep.
collapsed in the middle there.
They're going to reset a little bit on that.
So they got to keep their bodies up strong, you know. So he's holding them a little bit so they're down, they're interlocked, they're grouping. So he's calling like hold, set, and then engage. So they're holding here, they set down, they get in their positions right here. So they're in positions. Now they're engaged, and then he'll call engage, and then you can roll the ball in. So now they can push. They can't push before that, so they got to kind of have that balance and that discipline. And both teams did a great job there. But before it kind of collapsed, so one of the front rows went down.
Mustang spreading it out pitch, trying to get a couple yards, still back to where we scrummed a little bit. Now we're at the 42, but to Britain.
Nice
Up
run
to
up.
about 45 now.
Yeah, just use their muscle, run the ball up.
Akisua now driving it up. Does come down, clears it. Some of your younger classmen in.
That was a nice little fake pass
another
there.
10 yards now on
Yeah.
the fake pass. Number 1, Rhett Parker, kind of pushing the pile back. Big guy now driving it up. Gets about to the 35. Mustang's just making some progress now. 23 coming in now. Boston Hales.
Oh, three.
Faking it out, juking and jiving.
Yeah. That looks really good. He got through 3 guys right there.
Ball comes up. Mustangs now got some forward momentum. Using that power and that size. Now, I will say Brighton does have the size on the boys out there. They're a lot bigger team, but Mustangs just strategy.
Turnover, though. Let's see what they can do. Brighton ball, running it back. Good runs. Again, using their size there, running it right up. Oh, strip the ball.
Strip the ball. Number 2 there, TJ.
Again, as they're doing one-on-one tackles, so if it's 1 versus 1 in a tackle, you can strip that ball, and that's exactly what he did to get that ball back.
Drops his shoulder now, jukes and jiving, going in for the try. Passes off to Cannon Britton. Cannon Britton for the try, and in. Cannon Britton with the try. Now, he was fed there. It looks like Felice Felipe fed him on that.
Yeah, and he got through that. Your Felice guy just came running through, stepped a little bit, got there, kind of had that receiver on his left hand side and left shoulder, was able just to pass that ball before he got tackled down. Wonderful set.
Your score now 64-0. 14 minutes left in the half. Mustangs trying to make it up to 66. Brighton's size not enough to stop the Mustangs. So you're probably going to see a little bit more of your younger classmen coming in for the rest of the game today. Just fun to watch Mustangs just doing what they do best.
Conversion good.
Kick is up and good. That brings your score to 66. 13 minutes, 44 seconds left in the half. So we had to do a little bit of game time change. Talked to Coach Wilson a little bit about it. We had some trying to find officials for all the games. So Coach Wilson, he is the program director for the Mustang rugby program. And it's a lot to balance. When you've got everything from the varsity, JV, down to 12U, down to, 10U, there's a lot of different programs he's running on this. So we had to change the game time. Game time was originally set for 11. Had to start a little bit early today, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, like I said, there was a game earlier, and apparently there's a game afterwards.
Yeah.
The boys practicing out in the practice field right now. So great. And again, this ref society, the ref group is good, but they've got to be here. You need to have these refs here to make it in, and kind of organizing, as I mentioned last week, there's a lot of high school teams here in the state, which is great to see.
So building the program quite a bit, building, that Mustang rugby legacy. Open drive coming down, number 16, Felice Felipe. Felipe into the game. Did not see him in the first half. After Lucky Sua. Kind of passing it out. The outside, driving it up. Finding a person. Try looks like it's in. Try is in on that left hash. That far hash.
Yeah, it was a great try. Just passing that ball all the way out. Good runs up the middle there by your big guys, and just nice dishing the ball out. No stop in the play, just full momentum. Good ball moving out there on the wing. So that was good. But the try scored right in the corner here, so this would be a great kick. Good little test for your new kicker that's in there.
Your score 71-0. Trying to make it 73. 0. Mustangs on top, 11 minutes, 43 seconds left in the half. Kick is up and sails through. Nope, that was no good. Looked like from our angle it went in, but getting the call down on the field, they have a better perspective than we do. That is no good. Your score is 71-0. Mustangs on top of Brighton. 11 minutes left in the half. Our network sponsors today, Les Swap Tires of Herriman and Shields of Sandy. Proud sponsors of Mustang News Network.
Brighton received got a little turnover there. Now they're on their 25-yard line. We'll see what they can do here with the ball. Knock on.
They're going to do a scrum here about the 32-yard line, 31-yard line. 10 minutes left.
And so tell us a little bit about the game next week, Troy. You were telling me a little bit about it.
So we got a Colorado Valor coming in to Mustang Stadium. So that'll be a fun game for them. Have an out-of-state team come in, play the Mustangs, see a little bit different play. Coach Wilson had kind of talked to their coach when he was out at Nationals last year and wanted to set up this game. So out-of-state game coming in. So it'll be a good test for the Mustangs.
Yeah, no, that's good. And that's it. You know, you've had a couple of good games. They've had some good wins. But now put a little challenge on them in preparation for the rest of the season here for these boys. So that'll be great to see.
So that'll be March 20. Let me check the game on that. The next game coming up.
Oh, split through the middle there. If he can get through, just got to wrap that ball up. The ball came out. Mustangs ball still. Now they're down on the 35-yard line. Ball's out. They can swing it out here. They got numbers on the outside. Lots of numbers.
That game will be 3:28.
Okay, so March 28th. So next Saturday. That's awesome. In the afternoon, yeah?
Yeah, 3:30 p.m. kickoff on that.
Perfect. Nice chip and chase. Received by Brighton. Their ball. But great defense by the Mustangs there. They're holding the line. Let's see what they can do here. Still Brighton's ball. They're just getting out there. A little kick over the top. Not a lot of chases, but Mustang's ball. Let's see what they can do if they can get this ball out here.
That's out to Lucky Sua. Lucky Sua.
Oh,
Brian does pick it up. He did have a chance there, and he just could not keep the apples on that.
He got excited just like I did. I was like, oh, he's got this.
Yeah.
That was nice. He was in the right place at the right time.
Because he would have been gone.
Yeah. Tried for that interception, just couldn't get his underarm on that, his hand on that.
So we got a scrum coming up now.
But that would have been nice. It'd be good to see Brighton get on the board here a little bit, but that was probably their chance right now for a little bit. Just coming through, and unfortunately, the coach took him out after that little play. I don't think it was because he messed up. He didn't catch the ball, but he's probably done for the day.
Yeah, he's not happy right now.
But he had that chance, and here we go. So you got a lot of fresh bodies on there, new boys playing in, but still a good. Brighton's moving that scrum there, as we mentioned earlier. They're a big scrum.
All out to number 19 there.
Nice little offload there. Nice little dish.
Try goes to Micah. Foul.
Nice little try there. Nice little dish too by
Lucky Sua.
Lucky Sua. Yeah, that was wonderful. Just a little
Lucky Sua just dishing it right up to Michael and did a great job on that.
Mm-hmm. Again, good to see new boys come in and get a touch, get a feel, and get on the field. Looks like your coach Wilson there he's cleared the bench. He's got all those boys. I don't see any other numbers on there that have not had a play yet. They're all lower numbers, which again 1 through 15 is your starting 15. And so I don't see any other boys. So it looks like it's a whole all the reserves have had a chance to play or are playing,
A whole new squad coming into the
Yeah.
game today.
which is wonderful. $76. This will make it 78.
Up
Right.
and in.
Right in front, 78 to zip.
78-0. Mustangs up. 6 minutes left in the match today.
The conversion.
So, Mark, you got any plans the rest of the day?
No, just well, yeah, I always have plans. Lots of things to do in the house, around the house.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day. I want to think about turning the sprinklers on, getting outside, washing the house a little bit, pressure washing, doing a few things outside. We'll take advantage of this nice weather. Put my boys to work today. I
I
think
like
that's what
that.
they need to do. So
like
that'll
that.
be good. Yeah.
I like that.
Yourself?
So me and Kennedy, we're going to go out on a daddy-daughter date this afternoon for lunch. Then going to do some baseball practice this afternoon with Lucas, and then kind of maybe work on the outside a little bit. Kind of
Yeah.
the same thing. It's just a beautiful day. It's going to be about 75 today. Nice little, a little bit of wind, so it'll be a good day. Trying to find someone to aerate my yard. That's kind of the big thing that I need to find is aeration today.
Okay. Yeah, I just hope I'm going to try and turn my sprinklers on and water now until they tell me to turn it
Yeah.
off. I'm a little worried.
I am-
Get some water
yeah.
restrictions coming up here this year.
We have not had a lot of water or snow this year. Mountains are snow capped, but we in the valley, we have not had more than 4 inches of snow all year round, and it's been hard.
Exactly. And hopefully we get some rain coming up here. That'll be nice. Hopefully some moisture. That ball did not go out. Brighton ball, if they can coming in and kicking back. That's okay. It's a nice strategic play. Oh, missed kick there. Oh, missed again. Kick. Oh. He was able to recover it finally. That's okay. Mustang ball here.
Lucky Sua coming in there to offer assistance now. Ball too hot. Just
Turnover. Brighton ball.
bounce out. 4 minutes left. Brighton trying to put something on the scoreboard for the match today.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see if they can. There's your prop. Run through. Good. He's still playing well and playing strong. I like it.
Big guy pushing through for
Uh-huh.
Brighton.
Should fly half got the ball there.
Number 15 for Brighton, kind of driving that pile forward a little bit. Brighton looking like they're going to go in on a score. Number 7 coming in. He's had a lot
of runs today. A lot
of
hit
runs.
up tackles. It'd be nice to see them score right here. This would be good.
Brighton using their size, trying to drive forward a little bit. Mustangs just dropping down low, getting those tackles.
Great defense.
Mustangs bringing them backwards.
And a turnover right there. Oh, that was close.
So going to bring it back now to about 12 yards. 12-yard line.
Okay, still Brighton ball. Still got a chance.
2:54.5 left in that match. Brighton does go in for the try, and they get it. So Brighton is up on the board now.
Nice. That was good to see. It's always good to see someone score, and when the score is up as high as this. But he had some skill there. He ran in and he saw the opening a little bit on the left hand side. Was able to power himself through, run over one guy, and take another guy into the try zone and was able to score. It was good to see.
It was good to see, and it's a learning moment a lot for these second team kind of coming in for the Mustangs on that.
Absolutely. Yeah, they did great in defense. They held the ball. The ball was on the 1 yard line, and they put up that. The ref obviously pulled it back for some infraction that happened to cause a penalty there, but the defense was there. Just lacked a little bit there on the side, but that's okay. It's good to see both. It helps grow the game as well by having Brighton at least score and work through that. That was good. There's only a few minutes left, but it looks like they're trying to put some more subs on the field too. Well, maybe not. I'm confused. I think there's another Brighton match coming up right after here. Because those boys look a little
Yeah,
younger.
look like a little bit younger, maybe
Yeah.
JV squad coming in after this.
Maybe, yeah.
Hand gets in there. Number 8, Kemper Cashel just got his hand in there, kind of tipped it off. So the extra is not good. So your score 5-78, 1 minute, 21 seconds left in the match today. Surprised to see Kemper still in the game today. Probably just keeping him in just to get his feet going a little bit, get him prepared for next week against Valor.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, touch wood, there's no injuries today, which has been great. You know, you don't want to ever see that. But and that's a good chance to give everyone a chance and everyone a chance to play. Brighton should receive this ball. Let's see what they can do this last minute of the match here. Takes it up. Good strong hit up. Yep, a little high of
A little bit high of a
yep.
tackle there on Latu.
Little tap and go here. We should be good to see.
42 seconds left in the match. Brighton with the big drop kick, trying to move the ball forward a little bit.
Get the ball out of bounds there. It's going to be a line out on about the 35-yard line. Brighton feed, Brighton throw in, so this should be good to see.
Game time, about 20 seconds left.
Yeah, this probably will be the last play of the game here from this line out here. And give Brighton a chance to do something with the ball here. See if Mustang can, again, remain disciplined and get this ball. And that was a knock
Drops the
right
ball.
in
knocked
there.
on.
And the ref should call this game right here. Great game
And
by
that-
both teams.
And that is your game today. Your final score, Mustang 78, Brighton 5. Thank you for joining us today on Mustang News Network for this great matchup of rugby. Rugby Saturday presented by Mustang News Network. Thank you for joining us. I'm Troy Jensen,
I'm Mark Davies.
and have a great day.
Oh, good.
I show up. I am committed. I am confident. I am consistent. I am creation. I connect. I am connected. I am light. I am present. I am talented. I am powerful.